Till now, as we discussed, as we learned from our previous lecture, like different positions of Rahu and Ketu and their results. So, in this lecture, I am taking the concept of transit. Okay, so this is very easy to understand, and you can all apply this same concept to any horoscope. And basically, in this lecture, I am going to teach only three rules. Basically, these three rules are related to Rahu Ketu both. Okay. So in Nadi astrology, as we know, Jupiter is a Jiv Karaka, okay, life force Karaka, and Saturn is a Karma Karaka, significator of one's karma. Okay. This is very known concept. Everybody know about this. Jupiter is a Jiv Karaka and Saturn is a Karma Karaka. Okay. And Rahu is known as a Kalpurusha, fear, obsession, etc. And Ketu is known as the dissection, obstruction, disputes, or Mukti Karaka. Okay, so there are four things: Jupiter as a Jiv Karaka, Saturn as a Karma Karaka, Rahu we know as obsession or fear, and Ketu as a dissection, disputes, or Mukti Karaka. Okay, now this is very important rule. You must you all must try to understand this specific rules which I mentioning in this slide, because this will help in our future slides, like how to analyze the horoscope and these things. And these rules are very simple. First rule is the transiting Rahu Ketu on the same sign, it will give 100% result. Okay, it means suppose if Rahu is in the third house in your natal chart, and the Ketu is in ninth house. Whenever the transiting Rahu reaches to the third house, it will give 100% result. This is the first rule, very easy. Second rule is whenever transiting Rahu and Ketu on the 12th sign or 5th sign, 9th sign, it will give 75% of result. Okay, it means suppose if Rahu is in third house, and whenever this Rahu transit to the second house, okay, or the fifth house from the third house, or the ninth house or ninth side, it will give 75% of result. In rule 1, it will give 100% result. And the rule number 3 is, like in Nadi astrology, generally we are not taking the 7th aspect. Okay, 5 and 9th aspect they are taking. But you can also include the 7th aspect as per your convenience. Now this is the technique. This is a very broad technique. Okay, you can test this on your charts, and you can apply it on many charts, and you can improve it as per your research. Okay, so the first thing is, whenever transit Rahu, see there are two things in first step: transit Rahu and natal Jupiter. So whenever transiting Rahu connects with the natal Jupiter, then Rahu becomes a Jiv Sankata Karaka. As we know, Jupiter is a Jiv Karaka. So whenever the transiting Rahu combine with the Jupiter, natal Jupiter, we call it Jiv Sankata Karaka, or vice versa. Like Jupiter, suppose transit Jupiter connects with the natal Rahu, then also the Jiv Sankata Karaka can we can call it. Either transit Rahu connects with natal Jupiter, or natal Jupiter transit Jupiter connects with the natal Rahu. Any one of these. Now the second technique is transit Ketu and natal Saturn. Okay, whenever transiting Ketu connects with the natal Saturn, then Ketu acts as a Karma Mukti Karaka. Okay, Saturn is a Karma Karaka and Ketu is a Mukti Karaka. So we can call it Karma Mukti Karaka, means the end of karma. Okay, or vice versa, like transiting Saturn connects with the natal Ketu. Okay, so there are two techniques. One first technique is with Rahu and Jupiter. Second one is with the Ketu and the Saturn. Now we have to test these two techniques in different horoscope, and we can see results. Now, what kind of result we can expect from this transit effect, Rahu Jupiter or Ketu Saturn transit? So, transit Rahu on the natal Jupiter, okay, or transit Jupiter on the natal Rahu. Any one of these can take place in the chart. Then we can see ill health or accident result. Ill health or any problems with the health or any body organs or some accidents related things can take place. Like you can see in the presentation, whenever transiting Rahu establish connection with the natal Jupiter, then it can create problems of ill health and accidents to the Jeev Karaka. Jeev Karaka is Jupiter or the native. Okay, so we have to consider both transit Rahu on natal Jupiter or transit Jupiter on natal Rahu. Any one have to be there. Okay. Now the second rule, the result of second rule is transit Ketu on the natal Saturn. It will create career problems. Why? Because Saturn is a karma karaka. Okay. So whenever transiting Ketu connects with the natal Saturn, then it creates problem in the professional field. Now the third and most important thing is the death of native. We can use this rule 1 and rule 2 to know about the death of native, like in which transit death can take place. This is very important. So for the third rule, we have to combine both, first and second. Okay, for death of native, Rahu, Jupiter and Ketu transit connection are required simultaneously in the horoscope. Okay, transit Rahu must connect with the natal Jupiter with transit Ketu with natal Saturn. This is the first condition. Or else the transit Jupiter must be connected with natal Rahu, or else transit Saturn must be connected with natal Ketu. Any one of these conditions must be there. Then during that transit, death can take place. Now the most important thing is whenever you apply this rule number 3, okay, you must first check the longevity of that native. Okay, whether the longevity is like short or medium or long, like Madhyamayu, Alpayu or Dirghayu. So there are different rules for judging this longevity. Okay. So first you have to check the longevity things in the horoscope. Then you can apply this third rule. Suppose if that chart is showing the longevity is short, okay, then you can check the dasha and just check the Rahu, Jupiter, Ketu, Saturn transit, and you can easily know this death of native and all these things. So first important thing is you have to judge the longevity of native. Then you can apply this third rule. Okay, so these three rules are very important. You can take the photograph or snapshot of this specific slide, because we are using these three rules in the upcoming horoscopes. Okay, now I will take the first case. This is a horoscope. The inner chart is a birth chart, okay, D1 chart, Rashi chart, and the outer one circle is a transit chart. Date of birth I have shared here, 28th of October 1967 and 1:33 morning time, Kottayam, Kerala. Okay, and transit is 18th of March 2017. Okay, this is a horoscope. Again, I am repeating, inner one is a uh, D1 chart, Lagna Kundli, and outer one is a transit chart, a Gochar Kundli. Now we can see in this chart, Jupiter is a lord of 6th house and the 9th house, located in the second house of horoscope in the Leo sign with Venus. Okay, this is a Cancer ascendant. So Jupiter rules the two signs, okay, Sagittarius and the Pisces. Sixth house and the ninth house, and located with Venus in the second house. Okay. In the natal chart, Rahu is in the 10th house, Aries sign, okay, and aspecting the second house from its fifth aspect, okay, and also the sixth house from its ninth aspect. In 2017, now look into this outer chart, transit chart. In 2017, Rahu was in the Leo sign, the second house. It means Rahu is in second house means natal Jupiter is also in the same sign in natal horoscope. So Rahu was transiting over the natal Jupiter. So our first rule is whenever transit Rahu comes on the natal Jupiter or else transit Jupiter over the natal Rahu, then Jeev Sankata Karaka Rahu becomes. Rahu becomes a Jeev Sankata Karaka. Like you can see, Rahu is here with Mercury and Jupiter in the natal chart, it's here. So transit Rahu is in the fifth sign from its natal position. 75 results are confirmed. It means in the second slide, as I mentioned, fifth, seventh, fifth and ninth and the 12th. Whenever Rahu transit on these positions, 75% results are confirmed. Okay. So Jeev Sankata Karaka Rahu, Jupiter transit affect the native health badly. So during 2017, this native get very affected, very bad health, especially small intestine related major problem faced by this native. Okay. Also surgery happened. Now you can see in Leo sign Jupiter. Okay. Also the Lord of sixth house, Mars is there. Mars is significator of what we call surgery. Okay, Shalya Chikitsa, this kind of thing. And Rahu is also affecting the second house and the sixth house in natal chart. And in transit also, Rahu was transiting on the Jupiter and aspecting the sixth house. So problems in intestine part, especially small intestine and surgery. These both events take place when Rahu was transiting over the natal Jupiter. This was the first rule of Jeev Sankata Karaka. Okay. Now see the second example. Yes. Hmm. Again, it's the same chart. Okay, but as we are studying the transit, so I'm using the same chart. This is my client's horoscope. It's a live chart. Okay. So in this chart, again, Jupiter is sixth lord and the ninth house lord located in the second house with Venus, house position as we know. But the thing is, transit of Jupiter 2011 was on the 10th house. In first example, we are taking the Rahu's transit. Now see the Jupiter transit. Jupiter was transiting over the 10th house. Okay, with Venus, Mercury, Gulika, and Mars, all these planets are transiting on the 10th house over the natal Rahu. Okay, now you can see the result again. As I told you, whether transit Rahu on Jupiter or transit Jupiter on Rahu, Jeev Sankata Karka kind of a result we can expect. Means health problems, accidents, and these kind of things. Okay. So Rahu Jupiter transit affects the native's health badly. Again, in same year, he faced problem related to kidney stones. Okay, Jupiter basically liable for the bladder stone. Venus is the Karaka of seventh house. Libra sign rules the seventh house in the in our zodiac sign. As the Libra sign Lord Venus and Jupiter as well as Mars, all are transiting over the Rahu. Okay, so that's why again problems with the health. Okay, this is the Jeev Sankata Karaka result, Rahu and Jupiter. Now see the result of Ketu and Saturn, Karma Mukti Karaka. Okay, now we have to study the transit of Ketu and Saturn only. This is another horoscope. Details I have mentioned in the PPT. 17th of August 1981, 3:20, 15:20 p.m. Delhi. This is the latest case. We are studying the current transit. Like in this chart, Karma Karka Saturn is in the 10th house, okay, with Jupiter and Venus in the Virgo sign. Okay, Natal Ketu you can see in the second house, Capricorn sign, aspecting the 10th house from its ninth aspect. Okay, now the transit of Saturn you can see right now. Saturn is in the Makara Rashi, okay, Capricorn, and for this native, Ketu is in Capricorn sign. It means it transits Saturn over the natal Ketu. Karma Mukti Karka kind of a combination we can see in this chart. Okay, now you can see result. As I mentioned in our previous slide, this this Saturn Ketu combination, transit Saturn over natal Ketu or transit Ketu over natal Saturn. It can give problems in your karma, in your professional life, in your career path. Okay, this native was doing good job and part-time business both, job and business. This native was doing, but this January 2020, he had a big fight in the office. Why fight? Like you can see in the 10th house, sign is Virgo. Okay, Virgo sign short disputes and fight. Saturn is there, Karma Karaka. Okay, also the sixth house lord, Venus. Venus is sixth house lord. Na? So you can see the majority of sixth house and sixth sign and the sixth house lord also. So it means this native um, again and again have some disputes and fight in the offices. Okay, so he had to leave the job. Also in part-time business, he already faced huge monetary losses. The same incident related to job repeats every time whenever transit Ketu or transit Saturn. Okay, comes over the natal Saturn and natal Ketu. The same incident repeatedly happens with this native. I have list of all events for this native, and this technique is working very beautifully. Just check the position of Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter, Saturn in the natal chart, and that's and then see the positions of these planets in the transit. You can predict very easily. Now we are studying the rule 3, okay, the rule of death. Okay, now this is very important. As I told you before applying this third rule, you must check the longevity of this native, whether this native is Alpayu, Purnayu or Madhyamayu. Okay, short longevity, medium or uh, long longevity. These principle of these rules of judging the longevity you can find in classics or many books. First, read them and then apply in your chart, and then you can test this rule number 3. Okay. So for this, I'm taking the famous horoscope, this Indira Gandhi, Indian Prime Minister, and the death of Indira Gandhi has happened during 31st of October 1984. Now see, rule number 3 is rule 1 and rule 2 must simultaneously take place in the transit. Okay, it means like we can see in this chart. In this chart, Jeev Karaka Jupiter is in the 11th house. Okay, and Karma Karaka Saturn is in the first house. Okay, we have considered these two things. Now you can see in transit during 31st of October 1984, Rahu was transiting on the Taurus sign. Okay, it means transiting over natal Jupiter. First rule fulfilled. Okay. Now see the second rule. Second rule was um, that Saturn and Ketu rule. Okay, transit Ketu was in Scorpio. Okay, and Ketu is aspecting the Saturn, natal Saturn. Both conditions was fulfilled on that particular day, on that particular transit of Rahu and Ketu. It means death. We can predict death on this specific transit. See, you can consider like when Jupiter and Saturn both got involved, so we call Ketu as a कर्म मुक्ति कारक. कर्म से भी उसको मुक्ति मिल गई और जीव से भी मुक्ति मिल गई. When you got salvation from your karma and jiva, we call it death. In case study 5, again you can see I'm taking the horoscope of Jawaharlal Nehru. Transit date was 27th May 1964. Here also you can see Jupiter is in the 6th house, okay, with Ketu in Sagittarius sign. Jeev Sankatakaraka Rahu is in the 12th house in the natal horoscope. Okay. Saturn is in the 2nd house in Leo sign and Ketu is in 6th house. Now, the transit Ketu is aspecting the Saturn. Okay. One rule fulfilled. Second rule is Jupiter thing. Rahu is also aspecting the Jupiter. Again, rule 1 and rule 2 is fulfilled. When these two rules apply in one horoscope simultaneously, death can take place. So at 27th of May 1964, death happens. Now again, simple example. We can take Mahatma Gandhi's chart. In this chart again, Jeev Karaka Jupiter is in the 7th house. Karma Karaka Saturn is in the 2nd house. Okay, Rahu is in 10th house, Ketu is in 4th house. Now see, in transit, Jeev Sankatakaraka Rahu in 7th house over the natal Jupiter. Rahu is transiting over natal Jupiter and Saturn, okay, transit Saturn is aspecting the Ketu, natal Ketu. Again, rule 1 and rule 2 again fulfilled, and that same year and the same transit duration, death of Mahatma Gandhi takes place. Now this is very simple technique, only 3 rules. Just check these 3 rules on different horoscopes and you can give me feedback. Now if you have any doubts regarding any slides, I can show you my slides again. If you all have any doubts, you can ask. For reference, you can read Saptarishi's Astrology Magazine 2011 edition. There, the same technique they have revealed in the magazine in very detailed manner. Yes. If anybody have any questions, they can ask me.
Okay, so I will just enable the chat for everyone. Okay, so I've enabled the chat. Everyone can post their questions and also raise their hand. Yeah. So Venkatji, go ahead. I'm unmuting you.
Yes, Venkatji, you can ask. You are muted now. Okay, could you please show the slides once more? Okay.
Vinayak, don't worry. I'll go through the chat. I'm just saying Venkatji was online. He had raised the hand. Venkatji, can you speak? Okay, we will move to the next one. There is Mr. D. Silva. I'm just unmuting him.
Hello. Yeah, I have seen Manohar Parrikar's chart, ex-defense minister of India, and in his chart, Jupiter is transit Jupiter is crossing Rahu at the time of his death last year.
Okay. This
Yeah,
is
so
only one rule. Okay, we have to apply both Rahu and Ketu.
okay. So
Okay, because
Ketu is
the rule number by using only rule number one, we can't say about death.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
because we need to finish Jiva and Karma both, na?
Hmm.
Okay, so that Ketu second rule is also important.
Okay. But Ketu is not crossing.
Yeah, then this rule is not applicable in that chart.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you so much. Yeah.
So the Vinayak, I'm just reading out some questions which I'm finding interesting. You can answer
Hmm.
them. So
Hmm.
there is this question that some people, this is not actually on the topic. They're asking, can you give some book to read about longevity?
Longevity you can read in BPHS also, no?
Okay.
In Jatak Parijat, in Faladipika, there are, in all books they have given the hint and the rules.
So Umesh Shetty is asking, is these rules applicable irrespective of the strength of Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu?
Yes.
Okay. So I think Umesh, you got your answer. Uh, then there is this question: while looking at the transit, whether the sign or nakshatra or how many degrees, etc., also do we need to see, or we can this technique we can directly just use as it is?
No. See, I'm just giving very simple thing. Okay, like yes, definitely we can use nakshatra, degrees, even drekana. Okay, dreshkan we call it, na? Dreshkan. All these things you can use it. Okay. Suppose if you would use the sign property and the nakshatra property, you can give prediction in very detailed, like in which circumstances that can take place.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, like in the first two examples I shared with the example of health issues, na.
Right.
So by looking only transit, we can say yes, health issue can take place, but what kind of health issue?
Right.
Okay.
You mentioned about intestines and
Yes. So in third example, like professional problem. So I mentioned this native get fight with their higher authorities, with their bosses. Why fight? Because I am using the Virgo sign there, no?
right.
So I can share that same chart just wait, because many people are saying, na, they want to see the slides once again. Like this chart. Okay. So in this chart,
Yeah.
hmm, in this chart, as you can see, Saturn is in the 10th house in Virgo sign, na? So we can roughly predict, yes, whenever that transit Saturn on natal Ketu, it means problem with karma. Okay, but what kind of problem you can say? So for that we have to use nakshatra and sign also, na? So like in natal chart, Saturn is in the Virgo sign in 10th house. Okay, also Venus, who is a lord of 6th house, is with Saturn. It means problems, disputes, especially fight. Okay, in workplace we can predict.
Okay.
Okay, so like
Right.
this we can use the nakshatra and all these things.
So there is
So
another
there
question.
there is your restrictions. Okay, you can use multiple things with the same technique.
Okay. Okay. So there's one more question that while looking at the okay, on two death cases you have used seventh aspect but said initially that Nadi does not consider seventh aspect.
Yeah, I just given one simple information, like in Nadi they are not taking the seventh aspect. Okay, but I am taking it.
Okay.
Many people consider seventh aspect. You can take it.
Okay. There's one more question that whatever we are considering in the slide one, which we saw that there are only intensity of the results different in 12, 5, 7. Just the slide before this.
Yes,
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, this
Hmm.
one. So there is a question that what about the intensity of the results if the transit is of any other place apart from these?
See, apart from this, see, there are these three rules are very powerful.
Okay, okay,
Okay, while predicting. Suppose
okay,
if you consider any other place, okay, then we can predict about the result, but not very surely.
okay, okay. So why is 12th given so much importance? 12th sign
Hmm.
from it?
See, in Nadi astrology, na, they considering 12th as well as second both.
Okay,
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 so in this rule, 12th is working very good. I'm taking 12th also. Okay,
okay,
like in Brigunandi Nadi, if you read, na, so they are giving very importance for the second house and the 12th house.
okay.
Okay, so
So
you all can check it for the second house also. Okay,
then can I
so
ask them to do some checks maybe in the evening late to today, and if they have any queries because you have a lecture tomorrow as well.
yeah,
So
tomorrow I have another lecture for this Rahu Ketu thing, na. So let them check these rules,
yeah,
okay, in different horoscope, and if they have any doubts, any clarification, we can take this same slides tomorrow also.
query based on these. Yeah.
Queries of yes.
Okay. So there's one more question. What about if this planet is retro in transit? So if say Saturn is
Retro,
retro or Guru is retro, anything to do with that or
no.
similarly?
Then also we can see results. If retrograde Jupiter or Saturn, it will give more powerful result.
Okay.
Okay, then intensity will increase.
Okay.
Like in one example, I think Saturn is retrograde, as I remember.
Yes, yes, it is there in the natal chart, but SAR it is written. No?
Hmm.
Yes.
Natal chart also, yeah, in transit chart. See here, Saturn is retrograde. This is this is a current example. Like 2 months before, I received this chart. Okay, this native lost his job as well as business both.
Okay.
Saturn is affecting very powerfully for this native because Saturn is transiting over Ketu, na?
There
So,
is one very interesting question. There is this question from Sanam that
hmm.
about when we are speaking about karma mukti. So, is it only loss of job or then because we are also talking about death at the time. So, how to differentiate maybe between the two?
See, it's very easy.
Yeah.
Uh, Let me explain this. Yes, see this slide. As I mentioned, third rule you can apply only when both rule one and rule two are fulfilling
Simultaneously too.
simultaneously. As I mentioned, this Jupiter and Saturn connections are required simultaneously. It means only by karma mukti death is not possible. Jiva and karma mukti both we need.
Okay.
But it means rule one and rule two both must be satisfied. Then we can see the death.
Vinayak, actually, that's just one more question. I think this is actually a gist which is coming out from few questions which I'm observing is, can you
Hmm.
speak some say 2-3 lines over jiva and the karma? So what is jiva and what is the karma from your perspective?
See, karma, jiva in Nadi astrology, na, Jupiter, they call Jupiter as the Jiva Karaka. Okay, Jiva means life force. Jiva means the native, me, okay, myself. Okay, so whenever Jupiter getting any afflictions in the horoscope, especially in transit, okay, it means events related to Jiva can take place. This is very generic rule, very general rule. Okay, so in transit, whenever Rahu is affecting the Jupiter, it means something with the Jiva. Jiva means the life. Okay,
Right.
that's why the first rule is important for the death. Okay, now as we know, our whole life is dependent upon the karma. Okay, karma bandhana.
Right.
Okay, so that mukti thing is ruled by Ketu, as we all know, salvation. the Ketu, 12th house, all these things are related to Ketu and the this area. Na? And Saturn is a karma. Okay. So for death, what we need? We need Jiva Mukti and Karma Mukti both. Na?
Okay.
So suppose if rule 2 is only satisfying, it means general problem with career. Okay, not death. Okay. But when this Saturn and Jupiter both are getting affliction in the transit, it means that Jiv Karaka and Karma Karaka both are afflicting. Na? So that's why death is happening in the third rule. So
Okay.
never apply rule third only for Ketu.
Independently.
Yeah, you have to consider both. That's why
Uh,
this karma and the jiva both are important.
so I'm just unmuting. Vishal has a question.
Hmm.
Yeah, Vishal, please go ahead. Unmute yourself now.
Yeah, namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Sir, I have a particular chart in the death scenario. I have a particular chart where I know clearly the natal as well as the transit at the time of death.
Hmm.
Now, in this case, natal is aspecting transit Rahu, and Saturn natal is sitting with transit Rahu in the second house. Aspect also will prove a connection.
Can you repeat again? Natal Jupiter or what?
Natal Jupiter is having fifth aspect on transit Rahu,
Okay.
and natal Saturn is sitting with transit Ketu in the second house.
Okay.
If you want, I can
No.
show the chart.
No,
If you
I
want,
can understand. Like first, in the first case, Jupiter is aspecting fifth aspect on natal Rahu.
on transit Rahu. Natal
Transit
Jupiter
Rahu.
is
Okay.
yes.
Transit Rahu. It means the rule number 1 is fulfilling.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Now the
then
second is
natal Saturn is sitting with transit Ketu in the second house.
Yes, definitely. Then it means
So
the both conditions are fulfilled. Na?
aspect also will establish the connection. Both.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Thank you, Vishalji.
Thank you very much.
So, Naresh, I have
Yes.
unmuted you. You can go
Yeah.
ahead with your question.
Sir, I have a question. In 2019, for all Virgo Lagnas, right? Okay, not all Virgo Lagnas, but I am Virgo Lagnas. So in 2019, my natal Guru is sitting in 4th house, and natal Shani is also sitting in 4th house. Now in transit, Rahu was in my 10th house. It was in Mithun Rashi.
Okay.
Right, and it was aspecting my natal Guru, and Ketu was also going over natal Shani. Transit Netu was going over natal Shani.
Transit Ketu, okay.
Yeah. So for Virgo Lagna, it was Guru and Shani. In my case, they are in Sagittarius. So in 2019, both the combinations were taking place.
Yes.
Right. I had health problem, but not so serious health problem that I got hospitalized, etc. But I certainly had. But apart from this, a new aspect came into me, that was Adhyatmik. I mean, I don't belong to a Brahmin family, but my Adhyatmikta, the depth of Adhyatmikta went so high that everybody is surprised. Of course, I had little bit of problem. I am a diabetic. I had chest pains, but I refused to go to hospital and see the doctor.
It means Ketu is giving its result, but in different area. Okay.
Yeah, but both the conditions were being fulfilled.
Yeah, not an issue. Like I told 2 times in the presentation that whenever this rule 3, whenever you apply, first you have to check your longevity.
I see. Okay.
So see, this kind of combination you can see repeatedly. Okay, after some time you can see this kind of transit. but every time you will not dead, no?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that is
yeah.
only one time event. So first you have to check longevity. Okay,
Yeah.
then during that dasha and transit, if this transit happens, then you can expect that. Okay,
All
not
right.
in transit.
Yeah,
So
but then, but in
rules keep
general,
very
I was
clear.
sick. But in general, I was sick for all 2019. I could
Yes,
barely carry myself.
Jupiter Rahu is performing their action, no?
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully by 29 September, I'll be through out of it.
Yeah, definitely. See, in 29 to 22 September, I think.
29, depending on which ephemery you're using, or 22nd September, I'm almost there.
Then you can see some improvements.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, so one more question. I think last question we will take. Mr. Venkat, I am unmuting you. You can ask your question.
Sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Venkatji. Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, yeah, first I tried actually with some problem in mobile, I think. Okay, two things, sir. When Rahu in natal, generally this Nadi rule applies when there is a trinal connection in the natal chart. There should be a trinal connection between Rahu and Jupiter or Ketu and Saturn in the natal chart. Then this transit rule applies 100%. Is it correct?
Yes.
If there is no natal trinal connection, still this rule applies?
Yes, still it will work. Okay. But
To
the
what
thing is,
extent?
no, see, like in slide 2, as I mentioned, 100%, 75%, like
Yes, sir.
this. Okay. Whether this final aspect or that seventh aspect is in natal or not, it doesn't matter. Okay. If in transit,
Okay.
we are expecting final or seventh aspect, any aspect, these rules will work. Okay. But only for
Second
death,
question, sir. If
for the rule 3.
yes, sir.
Okay. The combination
Yes, sir.
and longevity things you must check in the natal chart. Okay. But for gender health issues,
Okay, sir. That is clear.
but for career problems, you can directly see transit.
But whenever there is the Ketu or Rahu is already crossed the natal Jupiter or natal Saturn over 6 degrees plus, it means higher by 6 degrees plus, then this impact is not going to be there, no? Because in natal chart, it has crossed, it is not approaching, it has already deviated from Jupiter or from Saturn. In that
Then,
case, whether
then
same effect
not,
applies?
no.
Same thing applies? Same effect?
Can you repeat your question once again?
For example, in natal chart, Jupiter and Rahu, there is a 1-5 connection. But the difference is the Rahu is much higher in degree and Jupiter is much lower in degree. It means in natal there is.
Then also you will see same result.
Okay, this is second. Third question: if you have natal Jupiter and natal Saturn is retro, because I have read one rule. The means Rahu and Ketu is all-time retro planets. They don't harm the retro Jupiter or retro Saturn. Is it true?
Is it true? But for these 3 rules, na, you can see
Yes,
they are applying on that retro Saturn also, retro planets. These will work for retrograde planets also.
Natal retro planets also.
Yes, and see, I will show you one variation also for the same principle.
Yes, sir.
Like in some nadis, what they do is they are considering the aspect of Rahu and Ketu in reverse order, in reverse direction. You know about this?
Yeah.
Like for example,
Yes, sir.
let me show this chart. I have an example. This chart. Okay. Like in this chart, you can see we can
Yes, sir.
consider the aspect of Ketu. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth aspect on Saturn.
Yes.
Okay, Ketu's ninth aspect on Saturn. Okay. But
Yeah.
you can also take the aspect of Ketu like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Fifth aspect of Ketu in reverse.
Yeah. Anyway, any one aspect is going to happen when it is in the other way around.
Yeah, it means ki, you can apply these kind of rule also. Okay, either you follow Nadi astrology or Parashari aspect, both will work.
Okay.
Okay. And your question about that
And one more
planets in the natal chart.
retro, sir.
Yeah. So the same principles
Yes,
will
sir.
apply to those planets also.
Okay. And 311, we should consider 311 aspects, or there's no 311 aspects.
See, till now I didn't check that 311 aspect. Okay, but for research purpose, you can test it.
Okay, because in some
I have taken the 12th positions also, na, for the strength in the second slide, as I mentioned, like 12th, 5th, and 9th. Okay, so you can
yes,
check
sir.
in 3rd and 11th also whether this is working or not.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.